Hi Leo, welcome back to Tarot Posh. I'm here to do your Lost Loved One spread for June 2022. I hope this video finds you well. If anything's not going well, Leo, I pray things turn in your favor very, very soon. So for this reading, I am using the Tarot of the Abyss, and it is by Anna Torian. I love this deck. It's my only black and white deck, so I did fall in love with this deck, and that's why I purchased it, I think, last year. There is an interview with this artist on YouTube by Justin Michael. So you could check out Titans of the Tarot if you're interested in this artist. This is the back of the deck. And in this deck, she actually, instead of 78 as the traditional count of the cards, she has 80 cards in the deck. So there are 2 3 of Swords and 2 10 of Swords. So it makes for interesting readings because there's alternate cards for those 2 cards. So Leo, you're a fire sign, strength is your major arcana card, and you are a fixed sign, and summer is your season from July 25th through August 22nd. Right now we're still in Gemini season, so make sure that you wish a happy birthday to all those Geminis out there in your life. And we did just come off of last night the strawberry full moon, super strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. So if you're feeling the effects of that, I would really like to know. Comment below and let me know. So Leo, let's get to it. What else do I want to say to you? Well, the Strength card, I did want to say, is that lion energy, that fiery energy. Leo is a fire sign, but also as a major arcana card, that Strength card represents the hero and the heroine. So you're seen as that with that Strength card. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so let's get to it. I separated the court cards here, and I have the rest of the deck here. So we're going to pull who's coming through, what lost loved one's coming through. Lost loved one is never really lost. It could be someone who's crossed over, who's passed on, or it could be someone who's just not in your life, not by choice or by choice, parting of ways, or it could just be someone who life circumstances just caused you to drift apart and they're on your mind, or their character is coming through, assisting you, and you could be thinking of them, or they could be thinking of you, and assisting each other in this fluid time to help you through a difficult situation or just life in general. So let's see who's coming through. And I do have my Namaste clear quartz here. Read it. I'm still working on my setup here because my camera broke. So it's a WIP, work in progress. Who's coming through? The Page of Pentacles. This is a younger energy. Pages are the messengers and the students of the Tarot. I'm getting a young masculine energy really strongly. This could be masculine. A page could be masculine or feminine energy. So take that as it applies. I'm getting really strongly like someone who like either worked on the land or and it's that earth energy. But don't get caught up on the signs. I'm getting like this person was either like a land surveyor or they worked on the land, they did agricultural work, and it's that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy. But again, don't get hung up on the signs because you don't know the placements in everyone's chart. Like this reading is for lost loved one for Leo that's coming through. Leo, any aspects of Leo in your natal chart, your sun, moon, rising Venus sign. Or your North Node, or if you just love to watch Leo tarot readings, this is for you. But I am really getting strongly, this person was tied to trees. I mean, they weren't physically tied to trees. They had a tie to like trees. Maybe they were arborists or they planted trees. Or when this person passed, there could have been a large volume of trees or just one significant tree planted in their memory. I'm getting the name David. I'm also getting the name Leo, David or Leo. Or this person with Leo, when I get Leo, sometimes I picture Leonardo DiCaprio. Um, it could be someone with that young energy when he was, or looked like him when he was younger, or that same, hair that you have to brush out of your eyes. And again, it's masculine or feminine energy, but I'm getting a really strong masculine, younger energy. Now, pages, when I read the court cards, a page, this is Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth energy, physical, material world, income, health, education, that big ball of wax, the four walls we live in, what we do for a career, how we present ourselves to the world when we go out in the world, um, our relationship with money, our relationship feeling if we are deserving of money. So it's Pentacles is always a very big ball of wax for me. More, not so much stronger than the other suits of the tarot, but it's just I really like to be emphatic that it's not just about your job, and it's not just about it has all those things tied to it. He has a key in his hand, and I'm seeing Pentacle energy, but I'm also almost seeing like it looks like a sunflower there to me in the ground. So sunflowers to me represent Leo energy. I also feel for some of you, this could be someone who was like tied to the earth, or the family had farms, or somebody was a rancher with horses in the mountains, near the mountains. And if not, that they lived with this environment, this Page of Pentacles could have traveled a distance to stay with, or learn like a trade, or just learn from their aunties and uncles. But I'm feeling really significant. This is I almost feel like tall, lanky, dark-haired. I'm getting David. I'm also getting Leo. Could be, like I said, looking like that. Somebody used to use like a quote that was like, "Oh, you're a pill," or something like that. That's an old-fashioned saying. I feel like sometimes this person, they would dress like they were like an old soul, or they wore like overalls or suspenders for their work or whatever they did outdoors. I see gloves, like work gloves, and I see definitely like tall, lanky, roll up your sleeves, but young, like teenage years, If they were older and then like their 30s or something, um, and also sometimes when people cross over, they show up as their younger self. So if this was like a grandfather that passed away, he's showing up as who he was. Maybe you have pictures of him like in the 20s or the 30s or the 50s or whatever. But I'm getting very strongly. I'm also getting the name William, but I don't know if it was William David, David William. If this is your reading, that's amazing. But if it's not, please don't force it. And please, sometimes you have to watch the whole reading. I'm trying to make them shorter, like 18, 20 minutes, But my readings unfold. They unfold like a flower almost. So you really need to like stick around, or if you don't want to watch the whole thing, fast forward a couple of times to see before you just not watch it, because my readings unfold. Sometimes they start out slow, and then, you have a whole bouquet at the end. So especially with the lost loved one spreads, you have to stick with it. So I'm definitely getting that. David. Just making a note for myself. So, yeah, I feel like they're coming through. I want to know why they're coming through. I feel like they're very present in your life right now, that they're coming through, whether they crossed over or they're coming back into your life, or you're thinking of each other. I'm getting like suspenders, like a white shirt or a denim shirt, rolled up sleeves, And also like those old-fashioned like shoes. I'm not really seeing boots. I'm seeing like those old-fashioned shoes people used to wear. And then like cuffing the pants. Could be farming, could be something like that. So why is this person coming through? They're coming through possibly to instill that Aries Emperor energy within you. The Emperor is the ruler of all the kingdoms, okay? When I say that, what I mean is the King of Wands, the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, they will rule each of those kingdoms, but the Emperor rules the empire along with the Empress. So this is your foundation. This is, looking, straight on, ready to like get out of your seat if you need to, being at the ready. A lot of water energy I'm seeing behind. So I feel like you had to ride the waves to get to this point. I feel like this person also, this page of Pentacles came through. I feel like they were very about working, hard. They did what they loved, but also really just working. Instead of like being in your head or worried, just work and everything will work out. Just work and everything will work out. Not a workaholic. They knew when to end their day. Maybe they rose very early, early to rise, or early to bed, early to rise makes a man or a woman healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I feel like I'm hearing that, when I see this Emperor here. And I feel like that is why they're coming through. That's Aries Major Arcana card. So it's all about fire and being a cardinal sign. What messages do they have? They're sorry that you had heartbreak and loss. They're sorry you had broken contracts. They're sorry that maybe your heart was broken because they're not here anymore. I feel with this Three of Swords, there could have been 3 siblings. There could have been 3 air signs. A Gemini, Libra, and an Aquarius. There could have been with 3 air signs or 3 events. The ability to like communicate was broken, lost with this Three of Swords. But I see you with a bird in your hands and fragmented. Maybe this person, you felt like they stopped coming through and communicating. Maybe you had signs that you saw. And I feel like when I see this Three of Swords, it's like all is not lost. I'm helping you rebuild, and I'm still here. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is telling you, Leo, I'm still here. I'm still here. Maybe you always got messages or you've tried to pray to them or reach out to them or went and got a tarot reading or a psychic reading or a mediumship reading from them, and you were disappointed they didn't come through, but they're saying, I'm still here. I'm still here. And you have a big wound in your heart. It's like the birds, when you see certain birds, it just like ties you to them, the memory of them. And I feel like they had a certain smell. I feel like they had a smell of like the earth, like the land, or there was a certain cologne or there's something. But it was very more natural of a smell. It was very like a natural smell, not overbearing, very subtle. And I feel like sometimes you smell that and it makes you think of them. I'm also seeing like a grandfather or someone holding a child very young. I'm seeing a masculine person holding like a child. So I don't know if when this person was maybe passing that you were put on their lap, or you had a child that you put on their lap so they could embrace it and hold the child, but they were at the end then, or at ill health. And I feel that that was very significant that you did that. And they appreciated that. And it meant the world. And it transcends time. It transcends time. I'm getting the name Evelyn, so I don't know if the child's name is Evelyn or the nursing home, or if this person is showing up as a young person but they're elderly, if they're the name Evelyn or Evelyn. Evelyn or Evelyn. What else do I have from this beautiful Page of Pentacles coming through? Eight of Wands. Movement, change coming in fast. Okay. I feel there's a possibility with the Emperor here, the Three of Swords, and then the Eight of Wands, which why they're coming through the messages, and then the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is also my relocation card. Emperor is the number 4, so that could also mean the household, right? So I don't know if you inherited lands or a house from this person, or if it's a younger energy, as I said originally, and that's how they passed as a young person. And if it's a son or whatever tie it is, they could have been in the household with you and been in that household, and the memory of them is in that household, or you still keep the room in that household and this heartbreak, and you don't want to sell the house and move. But I feel that they're coming through to say it's okay, and there's movement here, and that is relocation. You may be relocating to a warmer climate. You may just be relocating to a more rural area. So I feel like it's a rural area or a warmer climate. So, Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning for you. They want to see you have a new beginning. Ace of Wands leads back to the Magician, so it's all about manifesting. And again, I feel you're rising from the ashes, and that's why this Page of Pentacles is coming through, right? And they have the key here. I feel that key signifies the household. I feel this key signifies a household. And they have it in their hand, so I don't know if they uncovered it or if they're trying to bury it. And if it is like trying to bury it, it's not in a negative aspect. It's like when you sell the house, bury one of the keys in the yard, either where you're moving to or where you had lived. You know, so like that's the key you all physically touched, that you physically used to open the doors, and have it like a memory, you know, or take that key and have it, you know, dipped in gold or dipped in platinum and, you know, make a picture out of it with the house or something like that. But I feel that it's like not a ritual, but like memorial with that key. There's sadness for you to move on and to move. And this is, you know, you are fire energy, Ace of Wands. But I feel there's sadness here. I don't know if your name is George, Georgia. Again, I'm getting like, second time today, I got Georgia, Georgia, like Georgia peaches. Release your passions so that they can, like a bird, fly into the universe and deliver what you want next. It's time to concentrate on you. You feel sad about this. Maybe this is someone that you took care of, but there's a longing for like the person, obviously if they've crossed over. What treasure do they want you to keep? What memory, what treasure, what significance do they want you to learn and keep from this? I feel like the message is here with the Five of Pentacles. We didn't have everything, but we were happy. We had each other. We didn't have it all. We didn't have everything, but we had each other. That's the message that I'm getting here with this Five of Pentacles. We didn't have everything, but we had it all. And also, like, I'll shelter you from the storm. I'll shelter you from the storm. Seven of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. I feel that in the household, there could have been things that, or what you're going through right now in your life, there's some deception that's going on that is in the background with this Emperor, Three of Swords, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel possibly there could have been like, it's not a choice possibly that you're moving or you're selling a household, or you're moving maybe a household you inherited, or it even could be just things tied to this person's and your foundation. Even if it's not physical, tangible, it could just be the feeling. And I feel like there was, with the Seven of Swords here, there was somebody waiting in the wings, and there was a little bit of deception, and they had their finger on the prize. I feel this is both your energy, but also whoever energy this is that is sort of saying, I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, you're almost like thrown out of your home. Like it could have been a foreclosure or something like that. It could have been land that you couldn't afford anymore with, you know, dare I say COVID or anything that happened over these years. Could have been something like that where you don't have a choice, but they're telling you it's okay. It's okay to start anew. You're in Four of Cups energy right now. You're very like lethargic with relationships. You know, there's an Ace of Cups here hanging in the branches, and the water is all dried up because you don't even want to look at it, and it's being like handed to you. You have Three Cups down here, so that could be a third-party situation or three opportunities where it just didn't work out. Also, in the beginning, I had said three air signs with the Three of Swords. This could represent that. Maybe it wasn't just you, Leo, who made this decision, and it could have been dumped on you, or it could just be that there's three other people involved, and you really looking for that movement, that relocation, that change to move out of it, because it's just been too much for you. You're like in Goldilocks mode. You are in apathy over empathy mode. You're very tired with what's been presented, and when you see this happens, this happens, this happens, then it's like, well, the next thing is going to be the same as those three things. But in this case, I would say no, because I have the Ace of Wands here, and that's your inherent fire energy with that Ace of Wands. But this whole situation with the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Cups really has left you depleted. You have Ten of Swords definitely here. This is the overall energy. This is pain. This is gaining wisdom from the pain that you experienced, from the heartache you experienced. It's also a lot of opinions. It's an overworking of, if Nine of Swords is suffering in silence and insomnia, sleepless nights, Ten of Swords is like, okay, nothing else worse can happen, and this is the end of the cycle, and you're gaining wisdom. With this is one of the Ten of Swords here. This is also one of the Three of Swords in the deck, because there's two Three of Swords and two Ten of Swords in this deck. So this one is learning from that pain that you went through. When I see with the Ten of Swords, it's the end of a cycle, but it's like swords are thought, communication, intellect, have an analytical. But then when there's too much or negative, it could be unfeeling, critical, anxious, calculating, truth-seeking to a fault, and very judgmental. So that is the end of that right now with that Ten of Swords. What else do I have to say? Well, what else am I going to get for this Page of Pentacles coming through, this Wise Page of Pentacles coming through? And it's almost like you're the owl and they're that elderly man now. Because no matter what age this person passed, whether they're coming through, they passed elderly and they're coming through showing their younger self, or this person did pass at this young age with the Page of Pentacles here. I feel they are definitely a messenger to you regarding your home life, your finances, your relationship with money as well, and just digging your hands in deep to rebuild your foundation. They're coming through because of the Emperor energy. You need rest. I knew this was coming, because when I saw this Four of Cups, all I kept thinking was Four of Swords, rest after strife. You need rest after strife after what you've been through. You need to rest and recover. And again, it's like putting down your warrior gear again with the birds. The birds aren't in every picture here, but they are in some. And with this, I have the birds, and I feel like birds are messengers, and I feel like you know this, you need rest after strife. This could have caused, for some of you, it could have been taxing on your health as well. When I see this Five of Pentacles, that's what I'm getting also. And the Tower. This was total upheaval, chaos, discord, everything falling apart. And things falling apart are how we rebuild. Okay? Things falling apart are how we rebuild. I'm going to pull a card from the John Helen Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. It's actually flying out. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. So now, after the tower and everything about this home and relocating and, you know, the tower looks just like this house, but this is it restored. And you looking at it, there's man, woman, child looking at it, rainbow over it, foundation and achievements. This is an achievement for you. You went through a cycle, it's ending, and you're rebuilding now. And they are definitely coming through with that Emperor energy, with that 4, with this, and that we started with that and we're ending with that. Emperor energy and the 4 of Wands. Foundations, achievements. This represents the 4 of Wands. Rainbows, standing still. You gained the right with this Ace of Wands to stand still with someone and embrace those around you that you love and whom love you, and rebuild that foundation, whether it's an actual physical house or it's who you call home. And the Page of Pentacles is here to guide you and nurse you back to health. Namaste. I pray you find your way, and I will see you next time, Leo. Bye.